What is up, guys? Welcome back to the videos. In today's video we are going to be changing the globes on the Clio. Admittedly, I made a mistake by putting in the old lights. As you can remember, that came out of the Polo. There is a reason why I took them out of the Polo. Let me explain. Let me explain. This one is working intermittently, so it's not always coming on. And you guys would remember I would have said in the previous video that they look kind of bluish on camera. I'm not sure if it's the globes that's failing or what's the issue, but I can't see anything at night. So I bought two new HID kits, one for the headlights, one for the fog lights. We'll be installing them today. I'm going to do the one side and then we can compare the light output from the new HIDs compared to the old ones, pretty much like we did in the last video, and see what it looks like. Obviously, for some odd reason, this headlight is working now that I'm showing you guys the video, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bumper off and then I'm gonna fit the HID kit in this headlight and then we'll compare them before and after. The two HID kits that I bought, one is a H11 and the other one is a H1. So H1 is headlights, H11 is fog lights. To be honest, it's cheap kits. I wanted to buy the Osram like I have in the Polo, but pricing for that shot up so bad that I couldn't afford it. I paid for these, I think I paid 800 bucks for both. And the Osram kit, when I put it in the Polo, it was 1,100 rand. That would be for headlights only. And when I went to inquire on pricing, the price shot up to 1,900 rand for a kit. So it's nearly 2,000 rand for a kit. And I wanted to do headlights and fog lights, so I said, that's out of my budget, I can't do that. So these are cheap kits, but I believe they will be fine. We never really had issues with these on the Polo. I just wanted proper lights because that car is too fast to drive at night with terrible lighting. So we had to buy a proper kit for that car. So I'm going to install this one now and do the passenger side fog light and then we'll compare them. We got the passenger side, the new HIDs installed, headlights and fog lights. I'm going to switch them on now, then we can see what they look like. The bumper is just dangling loose at the moment. I didn't properly fit it now, but let's see what it looks like, if we can see any difference in the lighting. We'll just give them a second or two to heat up. You guys know how HIDs take some time to get to the correct color. This is a 8K kit, 8000 Kelvin or whatever you want to call it, which I'm not too happy with. My first choice is always 6000, but I wasn't able to get a 6000 kit, so I just opted for the 8000. That's all that they had in stock. and that's what it looks like compared to that. The headlights looks a little whiter or little less blue than this, and there's a comparison of the light output. That's before, that's the new lights. To be honest, I'm not too sure if it looks any better. The headlights, that is the fog lights, makes a huge difference, as you can see on the floor, but I'm not sure if the headlights are better. But like I say, these globes are over 2 years old, so I wasn't feeling them and the one wasn't working, so we had to upgrade anyway. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install this side with the HID kit, put everything back together, and then after that, it's currently morning now, but I'll take the car out tonight and take it for a drive and take you guys with me to see if we can see in the dark what they look like. But to be honest, if you check it from this angle, you can see that's very blue compared to that. I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but with the naked eye, I can clearly see that this is way bluer. Pretty sure you'll be able to see on camera. Got both the door handles off and sanded down, ready for paint to be applied. This is the ends of them. The doors are an absolute nightmare. I've got all the locks out, everything, and I still think the worst part is going to be to put them back together. It's going to be way harder than taking them out, because taking them out, everything just basically falls apart or jumps out of place. Putting them back together is going to be a tedious job, but we'll get to that later. We are going to spray these gloss black to basically fit the whole theme of the vehicle. So I'm going to spray a couple of coats gloss black, followed by some gloss primer, and then once they're fully cured and dried, we will start reassembling them, and hopefully it'll eliminate all the silver on the side of the car. I think the door handles is the only thing that's left in silver, so it will definitely make a huge difference to the look of the vehicle. Black door handles came out absolutely amazing. I can't believe how much it completed the look on the side of the car. The silver door handles just stood out way too much. They were actually a sore eye. What we are going to do next on the vehicle is I'm going to remove the cam position sensor, as well as the, I believe it's called the Rephaser Solenoid. The car has been feeling sluggish. I mentioned in the previous video that the car has been feeling sluggish, and I actually thought that it's the lambda error on the dash causing it to feel sluggish. I got the sensor replaced. I replaced both the front and the rear with second-hand ones that Gerben sent out to us. Once again, if you guys need any help with your Reynolds, I'll have Gerben's details in the comments below. He's the same guy who helped me put the motor back together to do the timing and all that. And he gave me 2 sensors to try out, got them in the car now, and the error is off for the lambda sensor, but the car still feels sluggish. I'm going to remove the cam position sensor as well as the Rephaser Solenoid and clean them up and just make sure that everything is fine and see if that improves anything. If not, we'll probably replace them. It's currently between Christmas and New Year, so we'll probably replace both of them or swap them out with different units to see which one is causing the issue next week, and then we'll take it from there. I'm going to clean them for now, and then that's going to be the end of this video. In the next video we will be tackling those. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. So this is the Rephaser Solenoid that sits right next to the pencil coil number 1. It sits right there. I'm going to clean it, I think in petrol. It has a small filter there, as you can see, and I don't know how well you can pick it up, but just look at how dirty that is. Only 2 of them, but I'm going to throw it in petrol and see if I can clean it up a bit, and then also clean out this connector. Can't see much in there, but I'm going to clean that connector out, and then after that we'll take out the cam position, which is right there next to the dipstick. We'll take that out, make sure that's clean, and take the car for a test drive. This is what the cam position sensor looks like. I believe this is just a magnetic pickup. So what I did was I just wiped it off. It was very dirty. This is all the debris that came off there. I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but I think if one of the 2 sensors is messing around, but I think if one of the 2 sensors is messing around, it's more likely to be this one. Other than the dephasers. So I'm gonna put it back. It's cleaned up again now. I cleaned this when I bought the vehicle. I cleaned this, and when I did the motor, I just left this inside the head. I never once removed it from the head again. So going to put it back now, and then we'll take the car for a test drive to see if it made any difference at all. This is the gunk that came out of the dephaser. Not a lot, but I mean, if it's clean, that's what you want. You don't want the dirty sensors and stuff. So I don't think it's going to make any difference, but who knows. Let's put it back and let's see what it does. It's all back together now. I'm going to take the car for a short drive, but like I mentioned, it was intermittent, so I probably won't be able to tell right away, but I am going to potch on Thursday. New Year's is Friday, so New Year's Eve is Thursday. I'm going to potch to my friends there, so then I'll be able to put some mileage on the car. I'm not gonna drive it much tomorrow. Like I said, we will be doing work in this region. You guys should already know what's coming up, but we'll be doing that tomorrow. Gonna take everything off in the front. So I'll only be able to tell on Thursday, but I'm going to take it for a drive anyways now, just to see. Ever since the rebuild, we've done about, I think it was 950 k's thereabouts. So only 50 more k's to go before we can do an oil swap. Everyone that told me that this wasn't gonna work, I'd love to see your comments down below. You guys were keeping your fingers crossed, waiting for this to blow up, and so far it's been amazing. I mean, it's what I did with the crank it's nothing new. It's been done multiple times before. I know it's not the best way to do it, but can you do it like this? Will it work? Absolutely. I mean, we just did it now. So anyways, going to take the car for a spin now. The next video you guys see will be, I believe, one of the last cosmetic modifications we'll be doing on this car. Let me stop talking before I give it away. Cheers guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out and reflect your passion.